precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passing it. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives at the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street entertaining no whack opinion.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Ready?
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Bucs at 9-2 to start play. Well, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now Lance. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Go ultra.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground. Doesn't work. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Ready.
Gordon. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ultra.
First down, Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Strike 2. Strike ultra.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The CD here, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Touchdown, Carolina! Hayden Hurst, 42 yards. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
38. 43 rail. Spike 60. Set, go.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Shot 17.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Claws 10. 52 blaster. Rail.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready,
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Fight, white. Ready, ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
In motion left, Godwin.
Ready.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
10 cycles. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
Now a toss coming wide side. This is Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here we go.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Drill green. Trouble 38. Hut, hut.
They do go for it. Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bucks first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
But it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Set, ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. Open man, it's Palmer. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Lance going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 29 yards. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Ready up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Let's go. Hey, check mega. Yellow.
In motion right is Mingo.
Check, huh?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Charge. Shot. 17. Ready.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. They needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set.
Brings up fourth down and 1.
Blaster, 6.
Lance and company going on fourth down. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The Panthers' 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Claws, 10. 52 blaster. Strikers, 3-3.
Evans comes in motion right.
Ready, ready.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go, set. Smash, red. Red, cycle. Set.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Young off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fly through. Mega. Check, huh?
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, full fury. Yellow, blue. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
22 needle. Strike. Strike. Ready.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
They'll try to throw now. Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Set punt. 10 cycles. Blue check. Blue, go.
Man in motion left, Mingo. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add 6 to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal at the 10-yard
Suddenly it's
line.
first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Ready.
Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how...
There he goes, right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Lance. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The second and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Buccaneers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Ready.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Ready.
At the 4-yard line.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw in here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Lance now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Yellow. .3 rail. Set. Go.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Spike 60.
Another run with Sanders. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Ready, set.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
3rd down.
Speedo blue. White, white. Green jack. Ready.
Young now from the 50. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Set. Check Fury. Hut, hut.
Now Sanders. And he's got it to about the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hut, hut.
Throwing, Young. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Oh, nice move. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now a play fake. Lance. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Here we go, set.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll roll him out right. And Shark calls it in. And running with power here. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
3-3.
To throw, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 40.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. He's got Mingo. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Running right, here's Sanders.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's second down. Dalton looking. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. The pitch comes to Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Of this game, it was well in hand early. Never.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. That look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should have bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm